Hey yo, tired of feeling like a hamster on a wheel? Days blurring together, and you know you could be doing more, living more. Well, turns out you're not crazy. Most of us are sleepwalking through life, but it doesn't have to be this way. If you only have a minute, here's the deal. I'm going to condense everything in how to live on 24 hours a day into a 1-minute summary. You can skip the rest if you haven't got much time to spare today. But if you want the thicky, creamy essence of the book, stick around after that. Here's the crunchy 1-minute summary. Your days aren't full. They're mismanaged. We all have the same 24 hours, but most of us waste them, feeling unsatisfied. This book is about getting control so you live your life, not just endure it. Work time is off limits. You can't focus if you're always squeezing in self-improvement around your job. Restructure your day, making deliberate non-work hours the most important thing. Mind control is key. Your brain is unruly but trainable. Use commutes and spare moments to practice focusing your thoughts. This skill unlocks everything else. Know thyself. Not pop psychology, but daily reflections on your actions, beliefs, and how they match. This is how you find happiness and avoid repeating mistakes. Everything is interesting. There's no such thing as a boring topic. With the right mindset, your work, your neighborhood, even moths by a lamp are fascinating puzzles. This makes life feel richer. Serious reading equals growth. Novels are fun, but poetry, history, philosophy, these stretch your mind. Start with what you enjoy and think as you read, not just passively consuming. Avoid the pitfalls. Don't be a prig about this. Go slow to avoid burning out, and remember the goal is a better life, not a rigid schedule. In short, it's not about more time, it's about managing the time you have. Train your brain to focus, make real off-work hours sacred, and get into deep reading. So that's the essence of the book, filtered and distilled. Thanks for listening if you're heading off now, and hope to see you in my next video. Otherwise, I'm wading into the reads for you now. Chapter 1, The Daily Miracle. Have you ever looked at someone and thought, how are they so bad with money? Or, their life's a mess. We've all been there. We see how money is spent and think we could do so much better. Even newspapers are obsessed with teaching us how to live within our budgets. We all hear how time is more important than money. But I've never seen articles about budgeting our time. Quite ironic given how it's way more valuable. Unlike money, you can't earn more time or borrow time from tomorrow. We all get the same 24 hours a day. The rich, the poor, the smart, the not so smart. It's the truly democratic resource. Miraculous, really. You've got to use it wisely, or else. With those 24 hours, you're responsible for your health, happiness, career, bank account, everything. Using those hours wisely makes or breaks you. But who truly feels like they use their time well? Don't we all constantly say, I'll change that when I have more time? But, and that's a big but, it's not about having more time, it's about using it better. Guess what? You'll never have more time. We all have the time we need. It's up to us how to use it. This realization is what made me look at how I spend my days and how I might do it better. So let's dig in and talk about practical ways to manage your time more effectively. Chapter 2, The Desire to Exceed One's Program. Okay, maybe you're that super organized person who's figured out how to use their 24 hours perfectly. Congrats. But for the rest of us, there's always this feeling we should be doing more, that life's passing us by. This chapter's for us. Going beyond basic obligations. Not that easy. We all know we need to work, provide for ourselves and loved ones, pay bills, yada yada. Even when we do all that, something's still nagging at us. It's this deep down drive to learn and do something more, something beyond our daily grind. We all have an itch for self-improvement, for knowledge, whether we know it or not. We see it even in geniuses like Herbert Spencer. He was the ultimate brain, yet he still felt this pull to explore things outside his main work. A lot of us think this improvement means endless reading, like we need to become literary experts. Hey, more books are always cool. But remember, knowledge is everywhere. There are tons of ways to satisfy this urge to learn and improve ourselves that don't involve novels. Don't worry, if you feel this not enough feeling, it's normal. and it's something we can fix. In the next part of the video, let's get into practical ways to go beyond your basic life routine and really start making those 24 hours count. Chapter 3. Precautions before beginning. Okay, you get it. Your days feel messy. You're not doing what you want to do, and you'll never have more time. So, what now? Sadly, there's no magical secret to getting your life in order. It's hard, like really hard. This is the most important thing to realize before you even start. It's going to be tough. This isn't about a clever timetable. It's about effort, sacrifice, and facing setbacks. If that sounds overwhelming, it's okay to walk away now. This game is not for everyone. It's all about willpower. For those truly committed, this fact is empowering. This fight is what separates us from lazy house cats, right? So, how do I actually start? Stop planning, just start. It's like jumping into cold water, overthinking won't help. The magic is, wasted days are gone. Each new hour is a clean slate. But here are a few warnings. Don't go all in on day one. You'll burn out fast. Be okay with small wins. Each one builds confidence. Success happens, failure happens. Too many early failures hurt your motivation, so start slow to avoid that. Okay, let's analyze your day. Say you work 7 hours, sleep 7. Be generous and add 2 hours of other essentials. Where are those 8 leftover hours really going? Chapter 4. The cause of the troubles. The root of your time problems. Let's talk about an average office worker guy. Commutes, works 9 to 5, the rest of the day is his own, right? Wrong. So many of us still treat our jobs as the priority. Everything else gets squeezed in or ignored. This kills your motivation. Even if you don't realize you're doing it, flip the script. To truly live, we need to flip our day around. Starting at 6 p.m. when the work's done, imagine you've got 16 free hours purely for you. Nothing to do but improve yourself, connect with people, enjoy life. You're basically like a retired millionaire on those hours. Workday hours benefit too. Don't think this means slacking at your actual job. When you prioritize those personal 16 hours, it builds energy that spills over into your work hours too. Our brains don't need endless rest. They need variety. Let's get practical. So let's analyze how our average guy currently wastes his own time. Mornings are often this sluggish rush. He leaves the house, brain shuts off. Commutes are a time black hole. Strolling around the train station while the company steals your time, you wouldn't accept this if it was money. So why accept it with time? People call these little annoyances minutia. I disagree, and I'll explain why soon. All right, next step. Step into the train, buy your newspaper, and let's talk about how this guy can restructure his day. Chapter 5, Tennis and the Immortal Soul. Okay, average guy, I see you. Morning train equals newspaper time. You feel rich like you've got hours to burn. Wrong. Newspapers are meant to be skimmed, not worshipped. They're for odd moments, not your precious morning focus time. Workday hours equals off limits. I'll leave your office routine alone, even the lunch break. You can read the news then if you absolutely need your fix. After dusk is where your time disappears faster than the money in your wallet. Home by 6. Tired, right? Nope. Your wife might say that, but you just build up the tired feeling on the train. Dinner, smoke, hang with friends, TV. Oh, hey, it's almost midnight. Better start thinking about bed. 6 hours vanished. You can do better. Ever go to the theater or train hard for some big event? Suddenly you have energy, focus, those evenings fly by. You even forget about being tired, the real challenge. Instead of a mid-evening dinner breaking your night in two, have a light snack when you get home. 3 clear hours open up. At first, use 90 minutes of this every other day for something that builds your mind. Leave the rest for fun stuff. This is going to feel weird. You'll still have evenings and whole weekends for chilling, but those focus nights must be sacred, like a tennis date. Hard to say no to buddies, but instead of gotta run to the club, you say, I have to work. Yeah, working on yourself is way more important than tennis. Chapter 6. Remember human nature. Work week, 6 days or 7. Okay, everyone says weekends are vital. True, I did 7-day weeks for years and loved the intensity. But as I age, I get the rest thing. Here's the deal. Young, burning energy, go for 7 days. Cut back if it gets to be too much. Most people. 6-day plan is safer. 1 full day off prevents burnout. We've found 7.5 hours to work with so far. What? I know, it sounds small, but hear me out. It's not about only those hours. It's the effect they have on the rest of your life. Think of focused exercise, short bursts, but the body changes all day. Mind is similar. Why 7.5 hours can be big. Carving any time is hard. Habits fight back. Even bad habits fill our days. This change is disruptive. That's why I say, start small to build success. Failure nukes your motivation. 3 months of consistent 7.5 hours. Then you can celebrate all you're capable of. Practical tip for the evenings. Block out much more than 90 minutes. Life happens. If you only use 90 focused minutes, you win. Chapter 7, Controlling the Mind. Controlling your mind? Seriously? Yeah, I hear you. I can't even stop thinking about this sandwich. Mind control? No way. Wrong. Your mind is the only place where life happens. Hurt, joy, all of it's in your head. So yeah, controlling it is kind of important. Your brain isn't the boss. We all obsess about the body, skincare, workouts, what we eat. But your mind? A wild monkey swinging through a jungle. That's most of our brains. Yet it needs care too. Street-side brain workout. So here's the challenge. When you leave home, pick a topic. Anything to start. Your goal is to keep thinking about only that while you walk, wait, ride the train, etc. Your brain will fight you, wander off constantly. Drag it back again. You've done it before. Remember that stressful letter you had to answer? Your mind focused on that like a laser. No breaks until it was done. That was you taking temporary control because you had to. You can train yourself to do this on command. No gym required. Nobody knows you're flexing your mental muscle. On the bus, behind your pipe. No one can judge you. Why waste this time? Practical philosophy. Instead of random thoughts, focus on good stuff. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, these guys talk straight, no fluff, about improving your everyday life. Read a bit at night. Focus on it on your commute. Don't cop out. You're probably thinking, this works for some, but not me. Guess what? That's exactly who I'm talking to. This isn't some airy-fairy idea. It's the most practical life hack you'll find. Try it. Train your mind. You'll be shocked how much crap, like worry, it fixes. Chapter 8, The Reflective Mood. We got to think about thinking. Okay, we need a warm-up. Spend half an hour training your focus? Good. Now you can use that obedient mind for what really matters, figuring yourself out. Know thyself sounds cheesy, but honestly, it's the key. Missing ingredient. Reflection. We're busy, but not thoughtful. We chase happiness, yet never analyze. Am I on the right track? Do my actions match my beliefs? Why do I act like an idiot sometimes? This stuff is the path to happiness, but hardly anyone does it. You don't need my values. I'm not preaching. You can be a thief, and this still applies. If your morals say stealing's okay, but jail makes you miserable, something's got to change. Harmony between how you think and how you act matters. Reason is rusty. We think we're so logical, but snap judgments happen way more. Bad steak yelling at the waiter? Pause. Is this rational? Probably not. You get nothing and look like a jerk. Reason equals better outcomes. Books help, but sure, Marcus Aurelius, that's great. But no book replaces honest self-review. What did I do today? Plans for tomorrow? Am I being who I want to be? Do this daily. When's good for reflection? Train home. Tired, but quiet. If you prefer reading the news, okay, your choice. But at some point, gotta look at the messy map inside your head. Now, let's talk about those evenings. Chapter 9, Interest in the Arts. Don't love books? That's cool. Ever feel pressured to pretend liking highbrow art is mandatory? Good news, it's not. Not being lit obsessed is fine. Mandarins might scoff, but who cares? They'd be lost trying to explain a guitar solo. Let's explore stuff beyond books that's just as enriching. Example, concert buff who can't play a note. You dig those proms concerts, right? But you mostly just vibe, details are a blur. Imagine if you knew the instruments, how they work together. Those thrilling moments would be 10x richer. Simple guides equals big difference. Books like How to Listen to Music, inexpensive, changes everything. Suddenly the orchestra's not a blob, but a team, each with a specific role. That level up is what we're after. Music hater, I see you. That's totally fine. Pick another art. Books on how to appreciate paintings, architecture. These reveal the why behind the things you walk past daily. Knowledge equals deeper experiences. Imagine spending a year digging into one form of art or one artist alongside attending shows. You'd get genuinely knowledgeable, even if you never pick up a paintbrush. What if I truly hate all art? Respect. Next part of the video is for you before we get back to books, because this journey is about making your life richer in ways that suit you. Chapter 10. Nothing in life is humdrum. Everything matters, really. Art's great, but it's not the only ingredient for an interesting life. What's more vital is understanding how things work, cause and effect, the way the whole world keeps changing. This changes your mindset. Got your watch stolen? Sucks. But if you understand why it happened, the thief's life, not cosmic justice, it hurts less. You get less surprised by life's weirdness, more accepting. Even boring things are fascinating. A man who gets evolution sees the ocean and thinks of ice ages, not just a beach trip. This sense that everything changes, that's wonder, that's depth. Your job isn't exempt. Simple, you scoff, seeing how the tube made rents explode. Well, the universe is basically simple once you see connections. Maybe you're an estate agent. Hate the arts, but your work has this hidden complexity. Traffic jam equals shepherd's bush boom. That is fascinating. If you spent an hour on this stuff, wouldn't it transform your work, even your life? Why is the longest straight street in London so tiny? These are puzzles worth pondering. Banker or bug lover, it really doesn't matter. Love Bayshot's book on finance? It'd unlock human nature for you, even as a bank clerk. Stuck in the city. City moths are a whole ecosystem worth studying. You don't need to be cultured. This is about finding the amazing in the ordinary, building that deep understanding that makes the heart grow. Okay, but what about actual books? I promised to help the person who likes reading, and hey, that's our next topic. Chapter 11, Serious Reading, the problem with novels. Love them? That's great, but they're not for your dedicated self-improvement time. Great novels whisk you away. That's the point, not mental strain. If you want the challenge, novels don't provide it. Poetry? Yes. Really, poetry works. It has the highest payoff, but I know most people avoid it like the plague. Start with Hazlitt's essay on poetry itself. It blows away the stuffy misconceptions. Still scared? Try a cheater poem. Aurora Leigh is an amazing novel disguised as a poem. Read it for the plot first. If that doesn't turn you on to poetry, nothing will. Okay, I truly hate poetry. Now what? History and philosophy it is. Decline and Fall isn't on par with Milton, but still awesome. Spencer's First Principles is hardcore, but the payoff is huge. Tips for the serious reader. Specialize. Don't aim for reading everything. Pick one era, subject, or author. Deep dives are more rewarding. Think. Don't just consume. If you're not mentally wrestling with the book, did you even read it? Slow down, analyze. Don't just count how many pages you finished. This is a marathon, not a race. Don't be discouraged by slow progress. The sudden breakthroughs are what make it worthwhile. Chapter 12. Dangers to avoid. Dangers on the self-improvement path. The prig trap. No one likes that I'm better than you know-it-all. This is about your life. Keep your journey mostly to yourself. The world doesn't need to be impressed by your time budget. The slave's treadmill. Your schedule is a guide, not a tyrant. If family needs you or a friend, ditch the plan and be a human being. The rush monster. We can get so focused on getting it done, we lose the joy. Be mindful as you move through your day. Don't obsess over what's next. Build in deliberate waste. Sometimes you need those 5 minutes to do absolutely nothing, just to reset the mind. Don't get discouraged. Seriously, this stuff is hard, really hard. If you fail starting out, it might kill your whole motivation. So, start absurdly slow. Even if it feels silly, do small amounts consistently. It's about building the habit, not being a hero. Whatever you do, finish. Even if it's boring. Seeing something through builds confidence that matters for the tougher stuff later. Follow your curiosity. Encyclopedias are great, but if you love learning about weird birds, start there. Enjoying this is key. All right, so we have covered a lot of ground on how to take control of your time and really squeeze the most out of life. Remember, it's not about having more hours. It's about using the ones you have with intention. Train your brain, make dedicated time for self-improvement, and explore those interesting rabbit holes, philosophy on the bus, anyone. This journey of self-discovery and growth is an exciting one. There will be bumps in the road, moments of doubt, but that's all part of the process. Keep at it, keep learning, and remember, you've got this. If you found any value in these ideas, hit that like button and subscribe for more content coming your way. Most importantly, go out there and use your time to create the life you truly desire. Pursue your passions, embrace the challenges, and remember to find joy in the everyday. And hey, on that note, wishing you all the best till we meet in the next video. May your days be productive, your mind sharp, and your spirit ever curious. God bless, and Godspeed.